Greetings. It's Patrick from Half Cheetah Review, and it's Tuesday. And if it's Tuesday, that can only be one thing. It must be Library Day. And it's the first one of the year. So welcome to 2025. So, yeah. So we're all talking, and we're all ready for another good year. Hopefully, another good year. I personally think it's not going to be that good of a year. I think that we're going to see everything in decline slowly but surely. Um, as people get rid of more and more physical media in different various places, I do think that the intake will be a lot smaller. Um, and it does look like I had mentioned before that the library seems to be getting rid of its old TV series, and that continued today. Um, Slowly but surely. Not really hearing anything from them as far as physical media goes. There's still quite a few people who are coming in and renting movies and stuff like that, but I'm probably not at the volume that they're looking at the space for. So I can see it happening by the end of the year. We might have a much reduced physical media presence within the library itself. In fact, they remodeled their computer lab. They had a computer lab there, and they remodeled it because people weren't using it at the volume that justified the cost. Most people are coming in with their own laptops and what have you. No, they come in there more and more, so they just created a new. They converted their computer lab over to a workstation where you could bring your own charger and your own laptop and work from there in a more comfortable setting. So they're almost done with that. So, but until all that happens, we'll just keep plugging along. Hopefully that will we'll continue to get what we get. So this week we ended the end of the year on a 6 week win streak, and I think we did okay. I think we did okay today. Not much in terms of quantity, but we did get some good quality. So I'm considering this a win. I consider this. I really enjoyed what I got too, and some of you might laugh at what I got when I tell you the reasoning behind it. Um, but I'm glad I found them. First, we'll go ahead and start off. These are all DVDs. So first, we start off with Kevin Hart, "Laugh at My Pain." So of course, he's a well-known stand-up comedian, well-known movie star. Does a lot of movies with The Rock and what have you. But he's a pretty funny guy when it comes down to his stand-up, and he's not really particularly profane either, which I really appreciate. I mean, yeah, he's out there a little bit, but not normal, not what you would expect. He is a father, so to speak, so he sort of still retains that control. He doesn't go out there go all crazy with his comedy. Um, Next up, a movie I've never heard before, but I went ahead and picked it up. It's called the Six Wives of Henry LaFay. Now, normally this would have just went right by my viewing point. I probably would have just walked right past it, but I took a look at it, and the cast is what got me. Uh, not so much Tim Allen per se, but it has Elisha Cuthbert, Jenna Elfman, Andy McDowell, Paz Vega. Let's see who else is in here. Jenna Dewan, Chris Klein, and Eric Christian Olsen from NCIS, and Lindsay Sloan. So this looks pretty interesting. I believe it came out a few years ago. Yeah, it came out in 2010. I never heard a word about this movie. This is one of those independent movies that slipped right through the cracks, so to speak. Well, 2010 too. I was yeah. So okay. Next up, we have a TV series. We have a TV series, and I'm slowly but making my way through this show, finding it. And I did find the complete third season of Mad About You with Helen Hunt and Paul Reiser. I had the first two I've found through the library. Now I found the third one. So this is a good find right here. I was happy about that. And then this is what I was going to mention to you. This is what I found. Normally I don't find these at all. I think I mentioned this before. Some of you might have heard about it. But one of the things I really like to get was Food Network's programs, and they are hard to find. Let me tell you, they are hard to find out in the wild. I've only found them up for a long time. For the longest time, the only place I really ever found them at was at the Goodwill store. Every time I go to the Goodwill store, a lot of times that would be the only thing I would be pulling out of there would be a Food Network. But I wouldn't say a lot. I would say a few. I would say not even. Actually, this is going to be the biggest. This might be the biggest pull I've had out of there. But I did pick it up. I picked up three of their releases with Rachel Ray. She did a show called 30-Minute Meals, and say what you say about Rachel Ray, but the woman can work. And she's very self-aware of herself, her limitations, and she has a lot of energy, and even watching her, she's really perky, but she's earned that perkiness, she's working her ass off, and so I enjoy watching her quite a bit, and lo and behold, I picked up three of these the Food Network releases of her show. So we got 30-minute meals for party preparation. I love watching Food Network. That's one of the great joys with being Lori Ann. Her and I would watch the Food Network back when it was the Food Network. Back when they did shows like this. They don't do shows like this anymore. They used to do. They had a Food Network, and then as it slowly became overrun by games and games and stuff like that, and competition shows, they started another channel called Cooking, and in it they moved all these old shows to the Cooking channel because people were saying, I'm there to learn how to cook. I'm not there to watch Guy Fieri in the 100th episode of whatever show he's doing. I want to learn how to cook. And so they moved a lot of their shows over to the Cooking Network. And so now you go to Food Network, now you see it's all they have. It's just all specials. It's all celebrity cook-off, celebrity shopping, celebrity, but of course, that wasn't going to last very long, right? For a cooking channel. I recently checked. I went and saw their lineup, and all they had for like 2 days were Iron Chef America. I appreciate the show. I love the show. But I think people who want to learn how to cook, man, what happened to the Food Network? What happened to their mission? So this is something right here. And the good thing about these shows are they're evergreen. I mean, you can use every single thing here today that you could have gotten when you bought it. And this came out in 2003. But there's everything in here today that you could use when the show came out. So I love watching these shows. They feature 3 episodes per disc. So it's 90 minutes of entertainment. Yeah. And I got, let's see. This one here says it's Fasta Pasta 2. As everybody knows, that Rachel Ray is half Italian, and she lets you know about it just about every show, and she loves cooking Italian. So this is Fasta Pasta, and this is this series right here is called the Takeout Collection. So, and there's also some. There's also some bonus features on this one too. That's the one thing they don't do. They don't do bonus features on here. Okay, and the last one we got is Rachel Ray with 30-minute The Superior Sandwich. I thought the superior sandwich was just peanut butter and jelly, but I guess according to Rachel Ray, she is she's doing grilled cheese. That's my girl. Let's see. Let's see, honey lime chicken sandwiches and meatball subs. Yeah. So she's showing you how to make these really gourmet class sandwiches. Okay. And the centerpiece of today, which kicks off our year off to a pretty good start, I think. We found a criterion. We found a criterion, and we found Chasing Amy. This is our centerpiece right here. This is the Criterion release of the Kevin Smith directed, and this features Ben Affleck, Joey Lauren Adams, Jason Lee, Dwight Ewell, and of course, Silent Bob. Silent Bob. Is that Silent Bob? I don't know. I'm not really much of those guys, but I do know this is very. This is a very. Well, actually, people say this is Kevin Smith's best movie, and I guess Criterion felt the same way because they gave it a Criterion release. Now, Joey Adams she's a really charming actress. She has a really distinctive voice. But the funny thing is, though, she hasn't really done a lot for her career as much as you would think. And I always wonder why that was. But yeah, so that to come out swinging the first Tuesday of the year and get a Criterion. Yeah, all right. Maybe it's an omen. Maybe I'm wrong about what this year is going to be like. All right. Well, I'm still enjoying my vacation, and by the time you hear this, yeah, we'll put this up today. I was going to hang on to it at the end of the month, but I thought I'd go ahead and put it up today. We will start booking February starting next week, and starting to get into that mode again. Yeah. That's all I got for today. If you're new to the channel, I do library hauls every Tuesday. What I find at the library, everything I get that you've seen here, I get for $1 for 25 cents per movie, and 25 cents per disc. So some movies are 25 cents, some are a little bit higher, but it's all in all a very good deal. All right, thanks so much for watching. Hit the sub button, hit the notification bell, and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Did we do well? Does this count as a big, massive win? It would be 7 weeks in a row if you think I did pretty well today. Like I said, I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's fun. I know that me and the cheater will probably end up watching the first time it snows. We'll probably end up pulling out those Rachel Rays and watching them. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with us while I ramble away, and we will see you next time. Peace.